Hey, everybody. It is Friday. You've earned it. It's time to Star Trek and chill. It's the best time of the week. My goodness. We should have like 4 Fridays a week. I think that is the way that
A
life
solid
should be,
number.
or 4 Sundays. So we got a lot to talk about. Shar and I were really excited to talk about crackers last week, but we forgot.
Mm.
And then I
That was a
ate
couple
mine.
weeks ago now.
I ate my props.
Yeah, mine are long gone too, so we can't have that segment today. Sorry.
It was a couple of weeks ago because I wanted to get in on that conversation. And so much so that I bought my own crackers and they're sitting in the kitchen.
Okay, we still have props then. Our props
Yeah.
department is still coming through.
Nice.
Also, everybody, we've got some Super Bowl news that everybody is looking forward to. So that will be good stuff. There's Discovery Season 5 kind of news. We've got Lower Decks news. And of course, everybody, we know why you're here. You're not here because you care about our drinks or our dumb jokes or Star Trek. You just want to know, well, Star Trek, yes. You just want to know about Star Trek 4. That's why you're here. That's why you're always here.
Week.
Of course.
Star Trek 4. I was actually thinking that we should include Star Trek 4 in the title of our show every week, no matter what.
Star Trek 4 and
Star
chill.
Trek 4 every week.
Oh no. Until they make this damn movie and then we can move on. Is that the idea?
We had a new segment.
Fun.
Oh my gosh.
So look, everybody, Melissa Longo is here.
Hello there. Guess what? I have Jake on my shirt, just like Ryan.
So Jake.
She's got Jake and Nog. I've got my It's a
do.
Jake shirt. Everybody, you could get either one of these shirts at the Star Trek and Chill online store in the description box below. Click that link, buy a shirt, be the envy of your friends. Meteorologist Katie is here. She's an Emmy winner.
That's right. Are you wearing Good Omens on your t-shirt?
I am.
Yeah. Excellent.
No one really gets the rereference, so I'm just walking around incognito most of the
I love
time.
it.
But
it
I forced you to know that
fitting.
reference, Jar. So
totally makes sense, though. If you've watched any part of that show, it totally makes sense.
oh yeah.
Love
We'll see
that.
about that. I've got an
Yeah.
ineffable story for a little later. Charlene Schmidt is here, podcasting OG.
Yo, I'm wearing Badgie.
Nice.
Yes.
Oh, that's cool.
And that's a tip now special, baby.
And Logic Key.
Yes. Yeah, Badgie, Gucci, and
Wait.
Logic Key.
Was it?
The many
What am I
incarnations
thinking?
of
What
Badgie.
sound? Yeah, but what sounds like Logic-y? Like, wasn't there like a Logitech? Never mind. Okay. I was
Oh,
that's like a
I was like, what does that
mouse
remind
company.
me of? I was like, that reminds me of a thing.
webcam.
Yeah.
Yeah, it's mine right now.
My webcam is Logitech.
Nice.
Yeah.
They make a quality webcam.
They do.
You know who makes a quality podcaster? Jenny R. Johnson.
Hey, that's me. Hey.
We just
The
wanted to see
finger
how long you'd keep
wiggles.
it up.
That's my Friday finger wiggle for everyone.
That's a pretty rad shirt yourself, though.
You.
know.
You. I picked this up at STLV.
Oh,
Nice.
that's cool.
Yeah.
Fantastic.
Mm.
Are
And I
gonna
didn't
come
get
back?
a chance. Oh, sorry.
And
Oh,
who are you,
yes.
Ryan T. Husk?
Yes. Yes.
Oh, Ryan T. Husk. Thank you.
Yay.
I was like, I already talked about my shirt. I
Yay.
forgot that I was supposed to.
You're more than just a shirt.
You are
Thank
more
you.
than just a shirt.
Okay, so live chat pals, Galenda, Dave Gregory, Def Kiss 83. That totally sound. Oh, that's why it sounds like the White Zombie song, Thunder Kiss 69, I think it is. Def Kiss
Oh,
83.
Nice.
Fran
It's like
Iverson.
an AOL screen name.
Yeah.
Yeah.
John Davis, Glenn Iverson, what's up? Chuck A. Todd, what's up? KL Bliss, the Matt Boardman, who made this cool little background for us.
Woo, which I
know.
love.
It's
amazing.
awesome.
Bob D is here. Our good friend John Orchiola, that's Back of the Head, is here. He always sends Star Trek 4 news. What a guy. Tiffany, hello. Wanda, what's up? We see all of you. Let's party. Real quick, ineffable story.
Yay.
Yes.
So back in the day, I used to go to the local Bay Area newspaper website to talk about the Golden State Warriors, get my little basketball fix. It was like I don't know, chat rooms, threads. I don't know what those things were. Blogs. I don't know, but people would talk. And there was this one guy that was really something or other. So my first time showing up, I said something or other to him. And I think I had the thing like Incredible Husk, because back in the day, my mom made the joke about the Incredible Husk instead of the Incredible Hulk.
Yeah.
So I had that. And then his response was incredible, more like ineffable, right? And I was like, I need to look that word up. I wanted to be mad, but I'm like, but I don't, this guy's smarter than I am now. I thought I was the smart one.
Why
First thing he did was already outsmart me. I was like, damn it. And then I ended up really liking the guy. So let that be a lesson to you.
Amazing.
Ineffable
Love that
means something
story.
like shall not be uttered, right? Like you can't,
It's like it's ineffable. It's just
like
like
you can't say it, you
it's-
can't explain it.
yeah, it just is.
Yeah. So it wasn't even that big of an insult. Oh, what are you drinking, Shar?
I got a couple drinks on tap. I've got my ginger ale left over in my B5 mug because I just got done talking some B5. And then, of course, since it is Friday, I've got the souped up stuff, the sauce, which is like the trashiest. It's not even a margarita. This is tequila with pink lemonade. So it's not even close. It's like the
Sounds good.
trashiest wannabe margarita there ever was. And it
Nice.
smells very much like tequila. But here we go.
No ice.
Ooh.
Oh, hell no. No ice, no salt. Why ruin a good thing?
Oh.
And what are you drinking, Katie? Katie's ready.
Well, I have my water, but it's exotic today. I got
Ooh.
some prickly pear cactus water.
Ooh.
Because I had prickly pear once in Phoenix, and I thought it was really good. And I am celebrating 1 year of not being dead because the car crash happened 1 year ago today.
yes.
So we are
Oh my
celebrating
We're
gosh.
not dead.
full on life.
Wow.
Yes, I
yeah.
cheers to that.
Mm-hmm.
This isn't a
Cheers
terrible
to
drink.
Katie being alive. Thank God.
Absolutely. Yeah.
Also, this is
Everybody
good.
at home, what is your anniversary of not being dead?
Everyone has one.
I feel like that's a trick question.
The easy answer is your birthday, but everything else.
Yeah.
Melissa Longo, are you drinking something interesting and fun today?
Well, I think it's interesting and fun. But that's subjective. It's black tea with sparkling black tea with peach juice. It
Huh.
is delicious.
It sounds good in theory, but also like, sparkling tea. What does
Yes.
that like?
And it's really good.
Okay, good.
Because you taste more of the peach than you do of the tea,
Yeah,
which is fine by me.
I love it.
Yeah.
That's awesome.
Seems
Interesting.
peculiar. I'm not. I don't know. I don't know, but I believe you that it's delicious. But when you told me what it's made of, my first thought was, sounds kind of clashy.
Kind
But I'm
of.
sure they
Well,
did it right.
There's a lot going on.
Yeah, I was skeptical the first time I got it, but try everything once. And within reason. But
Right. Don't do math. Not even once.
Yeah, little
Within
asterisk
reason.
on the end for that.
Don't try to
But-
fly.
But it's
If at first you don't succeed, don't skydive.
Yeah.
Not without a parachute.
without a parachute. But yeah, but it is very good and it's not too sweet and it doesn't
Nice.
need to be. It's just really delicious and
Sounds
We also,
interesting.
we also have our good pals, Faith Howell, I see in the live chat. I see
Hey.
one Trek fan and Ryan Galloway, our 2 Canadians. What's up, all of you?
Hey.
Lucia out in Brazil, Portia out in Louisiana. I have no idea where Portia is. Oh, maybe that was a good guess. You never know.
Gotta let us know now, or know now, Portia.
Amazing.
What are you drinking, Jenny?
Well, I also am rocking a couple of drinks. I'm finishing up a Vivia Cola, which is always my fave.
Ooh.
But I've also, for a special occasion, got ish a non-alcoholic spritz. So it's like a
Ooh.
Aperol spritzy kind of, but yeah, it says the only difference is how you feel.
Right.
Nice.
Is that a local specialty or not?
No, it's not. But I got it from there's a great little shop up the way that has a pile of non-alcoholic stuff, and it's amazing.
Beautiful.
That's cool.
Yeah, this
Well,
was made in
Non-alcoholic
Austria.
beverages.
Yeah.
Man, they've
I'm
really come a
still
long
on the
way.
search for
Oh my God.
non-alcoholic White Claw. I need to understand what Anne Marie sees in that drink.
There
I
is
must
now.
experience it.
White Claw literally just put out non-alcoholic, I mean, it's basically like sparkling water.
I need
but
it.
It just happened.
Yeah.
Yeah.
If anyone
I saw your
sees it, tell
eyes
me
light up,
where.
Ryan. Yeah.
So our pal Bob D says, "Hey, I'm Canadian," and Robert Kaiser is also here, who's Austrian.
Mhm.
Mhm.
Yes.
This
hi,
is made
Robert
in
Kaiser.
Austria.
Is it?
Thanks, Robert
Is it
Kaiser.
really?
Maybe that's
Yeah.
why.
Hey.
You know,
Wow.
Ish Spritz reminds me that there's a basketball player. He's kind of a shorter guy, I think like 6 feet. He plays point guard. His name is Ish Smith. So very close. I
Ooh.
wonder if there's any
Nice.
relation.
There's a marketing
Uh,
opportunity.
Oh,
Mhm.
you guys, I'm drinking. I don't know if you guys remember like last week when I had my cement mixer protein shake.
Oh my
Yes.
gosh,
I had to
yes.
power
Mm.
through it. I drank, I guess maybe 60% of it.
Is that the
Is that
same
what
one?
was left over from last week? Yeah.
No, left over from like 20 minutes ago.
Growing
But
penicillin
man,
now? Like
Mhm.
it makes me tired. Like you drink it and your body's just like, dude, bro, just go to sleep. Just go with it. Don't fight it.
your body's
You know you want a
failing.
nap.
Well,
It has to digest
Yeah, maybe
now.
you're right. And then I got this to wash it down, some swamp juice, you know,
Nice.
Oh my gosh.
Mm.
Yum.
The greens.
Mhm.
Yes.
the green stuff. Oh, we got to start off today with some bad news.
Oh no.
A few
Why is
minutes
that?
ago, Rico E. Anderson went into the live chat. So sorry about that, guys. I know, but there he is. What can you do?
Oh my
You
gosh.
How will we go on?
know?
Oh my God. There's a bunch of Canadians, by the way, in the chat also.
It's a
Really? Who
lot.
else?
Right.
Chris Gavin. Who
Nice.
else? Who else did I see?
Saskatchewan, cool.
Yeah, Matt Boardman is half Canadian.
Aw.
All
Oh,
right.
eh?
Canadians are cool.
Yeah,
Mhm.
I know.
Quite a few Canadians. Does anybody
All
call
right.
them Canadians?
Asian Canadians?
Probably that too.
I don't think so. Yeah, maybe people, maybe people in places that say Cajun. Cajun?
I don't know.
Cajun.
Is there like a
Mm.
Cajun part of Quebec or something? Because
Well,
French.
It's funny because the Cajuns, like the people in like Louisiana,
Yeah,
are
yeah, yeah.
came like descended from French people in Nova Scotia who the British sent away. It was Acadia up here. Acadia, Cajun.
Cool.
Wow.
Look at us learning things on a Friday night.
I know.
Well,
You're
that's
right.
what
Yeah.
the show is for.
Early
Canadian
Wow.
history
I want a
lesson.
show to
American
be
history.
like super educational, but like
Mm.
fun educational,
Yeah.
like that, you guys.
Mm.
Like
Yeah.
It's fun.
just solved another mystery. Portia said much farther north, Michigan.
Oh.
So now we know.
Oh, hey.
Wow.
Another thing.
Hey, is it the palm one or the upside sideways one?
Right? The
Wait,
Yeah, no, the
Uper or the
peninsulas.
other peninsula.
Oh.
Are you
Ah,
Katie's
Michigan's
neighbor?
weird.
It is.
Michigan's weird.
It's
You know what I
awesomely
learned?
weird.
You know what I learned a couple nights ago?
Ooh.
So
Hmm.
I was thinking about, what people think about late at night. I was thinking about Madagascar, right?
Mhm.
And I was
Sure.
like,
As you do.
it's definitely like top 5 biggest islands in the world, as long as you're not
It's-
counting Antarctica or Australia, right?
It's the
And then
biggest.
no, but here's the fun
Not?
part. So I started thinking it was around 3rd or 4th, but then it turns out it's like 5th because I was missing some. I thought obviously Greenland is number 1, right?
Oh, right.
What was the
Yeah.
one that was the obvious number 2? Anyway, it'll come to me.
New Zealand?
No, that's 2 pieces, and Japan is a few pieces.
Mm-hmm.
There's another really obvious. Anyway,
Carmen San Diego did me dirty, man.
but here's the thing, Jenny. Then there was like 2nd or 3rd. I think it was 3rd place. Why can't I remember the second? Oh, anyway, 2nd or 3rd place. I think it was 3rd place. Was a place I've never even heard of in my life. A giant island on this planet that I haven't heard of, but I have a feeling you may have. It is the island, I think it's called Baffin.
Oh yeah. Yeah,
See?
it's like
because it's in Canada.
it-
You guys are
it-
hiding islands up there.
Oh yeah, I forgot about that. But it's bigger than Madagascar.
Yeah.
Okay,
Alright,
that's weird.
confusing.
Wow.
Isn't that weird? Yeah, Baffin Island is like up at the top of Quebec, and it kind of looks like a giraffe, sort of.
Oh,
yeah,
cute.
And then the other 2 were like Sumatra and Borneo or something, like 2 big Indonesian, Malaysian guys. But anyway, Baffin. So now we learned Baffin.
That's great. Baffin Island,
Yeah.
yep.
Wow.
Small population. It was like 15,000 or something like that.
Oh,
Anyway,
maybe, yeah.
Borneo?
It's way
nobody
up
up
there,
there.
right?
Mhm.
Borneo's got way more people in it.
Yes.
Borneo's hardcore. Okay, anyway. So hopefully that was interesting for everybody. I thought it was really interesting. I was like, how is there a giant island I've never heard of? Here's something, you guys. First things first, Super Bowl news. Everybody tunes in for the Super Bowl news. Check this out. Kind of. If you're in Las Vegas for the Super Bowl, check out the Sphere. Look at this.
Yeah.
Pretty
Michael
cool.
Burnham is like giant Spock right now.
Yeah.
Love it.
Runs in the
Wow.
family.
So
Super cool.
this says Greenland and New Guinea.
New Guinea, that's the one. Papua,
Ah.
New Guinea, and then
Borneo.
Borneo. Yeah. And then Baffin, was that what it's called?
Well, it says Madagascar is 4.
Then where's Baffin? I think
Oh.
that thing may be inaccurate. I think it's skipping Baffin then.
Yeah, Baffin's huge.
Yeah, I think it was
Actually.
3rd. I think Baffin was 3rd.
Yeah.
It lists Borneo as 3
Weird.
and Madagascar is 4
Geography 5.
and
did-
Baffin as 5.
They say
Interesting.
Oh, but I guess with the Mercator
Ice,
projection
maybe.
and all of that stuff and the way that
Maybe.
and the actual
I
like,
think it
land
might be
space.
that maybe sometimes it counts ice as part of the land or others, because I'm pretty sure I saw it as 3rd.
So now,
Hmm.
has climate change affected that? If that's part of the
Ooh,
methodology?
One would think, yeah.
Shrinking.
Mhm.
Maybe Baffin is like George Costanza.
I was in the pool.
It's cold up there.
Amazing.
So Carmen San Diego, there was a song and they talked about like the big islands in the world, and one of them because of Rockapella, right? And they were like, the largest island in the world is Madagascar.
It's up there.
Yeah,
but
I
it's-
hear
it's
it.
I've been
true.
singing
because
that
of
for 30
Greenland.
years. Yeah.
Yeah.
Rockapella
Thanks,
lied.
Carmen
How
San
dare
Diego.
they?
Yeah.
Wow.
Wow.
Yeah.
We were misled.
I agree.
Hmm.
I agree.
Yeah.
Now that we've got that sorted out.
What
What else is on the docket,
Yeah, all
right?
right. Rockapella, angry letter
So-
coming your way.
So anyway, Super Bowl is on
Yes.
Yes, the
Sunday.
sphere.
Yes.
The Sphere.
Which is kind of
That's
funny
all we
because
have
everyone
to
says the
sphere.
sphere looks like the Death Star, but it's like Star Trek took over that.
Exactly.
Pretty awesome.
Hey, speaking of the sphere, did you guys ever notice? I noticed this way back when Enterprise first aired that Archer couldn't say sphere. He would call them the spears. Like it was like in the third season, there was like a sphere or there was
With
a
the Z?
thing. Yeah,
Yeah.
and there was like a sphere and he would call them the spears. I'm like, he's calling them spears.
That's very
Watch,
interesting.
go
I never
back.
noticed.
Wow.
Go back. Scott Bakula calls them spears.
Really?
Huh.
Yeah.
Like Britney Spears.
I think that's what it was.
Is there some weird subliminal connection since she had the Las Vegas residency? Is that where we're going with that train of thought?
I mean, it was the early
She
aughts.
did it again. He did it again.
Yeah. Well, it's not. Scott Bakula's in like an off-Broadway musical now,
Mhm.
and if you guys see any pictures of him, he's channeling his inner Peter Capaldi. Like he looks like
Yes.
third season 12th Doctor right
Yeah.
now.
That's awesome.
Nice. Love that energy.
Mhm.
Peter
Oh, yeah.
Capaldi sounds like a tennis player.
Mm.
Look
No,
up a picture
he's
of him.
not.
Peter
He's an
Capaldi
angry
makes you
snob
sound
man.
like a tennis player.
Dude can rock a guitar though.
Yes, exactly.
Oh my gosh, yes.
Mhm.
And he's a great doctor.
He is a great doctor.
Brilliant
He
doctor.
is.
Does Ryan know what
What's
we're
that
talking
supposed to
about?
mean?
No.
No, I know you guys mentioned Doctor Whom again.
Mhm.
I know.
And that's where we lost him.
That's okay.
Eyes glazed over.
Aw.
Yeah, it's
Geography, yes.
fine.
Time travel now.
Mhm.
Geography is so fun, though, isn't
I
it?
love it.
Yes.
I love it.
Yes.
Oh my
It's
gosh.
very fun.
I
Yeah.
memorized the Nations of the World song and the reprise to get other nations in it. So
Ooh, amazing.
Oh,
Nice.
shoot.
I
Your
tried to
geography
speed run
knowledge
it.
is hardcore.
That's awesome.
Oh, but it's hilarious because like a ton of the nations aren't even in there anymore. And
Right.
there's one lyric where it's like, and Germany now in one piece. And it's like, Germany's been in one piece my entire life. What are you talking about?
That's
That was a
funny.
while ago
Mhm.
now.
Yeah.
Yeah, it was a while
And the
ago.
Welsh, they didn't include Wales for some reason. And when I posted that video, it did like a fandom forecast for it. They got mad. Oh my gosh, you don't want the people of Wales to be mad at you.
No, you
Did
do
they
not.
include Scotland and
They
North
included
Ireland?
Scotland.
What about North
They had
Ireland?
North Ireland. I think they just plain
Northern
old
Ireland? Yeah.
Well, because Northern
Hmm.
Ireland is kind of its own thing that's part of the
Yeah.
UK.
But yeah,
I was
it's
wondering-
like
but
They
but
don't
if
get
they're
to claim
including
that they're
Scotland,
Yeah.
but not Wales, then that
The
doesn't make
moral of the
sense.
story of this entire conversation is don't do a song about geography.
Unless you want to go viral and get super
'cause
famous for it, like Katie
everything's
did.
always
Well, you
changing.
know.
Forget
Forget the hate mail. I'll tell my husband,
All
who's a
the
major
Welsh hate
geography
mail.
nerd. He went to
Yeah.
the 1996 Geography B in Washington, D.C. He was a
Wow.
finalist.
No way.
One of the top
Wow.
10. Yeah.
That's
For-
fun.
Finished 8.
For geography?
Yeah.
That's amazing.
This
Yeah,
is
that's-
so
he
fun.
sure did.
That's fun.
Oh,
Yep.
to have that knowledge.
Oh,
You know,
he's got a big
let's-
head.
What do you guys think about this idea? This was an idea I thought of like months ago, but I chickened out. I was like, there's no way anybody's going to enjoy this except for maybe us doing it. You know, that was I was like, what if
Mhm.
we each have something that we're good at, and then we say what that thing is, and we just let the people in the live chat try to stump us on our
Ooh,
Proficiency.
nice.
Could we make an addendum to that? Where, like, if you have some really unusual talent, you could do show and tell and demonstrate for everybody. I'm not saying I can do
Ooh.
that.
I mean, you can if you want, but
I'm
I'm
not
not
saying-
Kerosene.
I don't
I
want
don't know if
people
I
knowing
have such
my
a thing.
talents.
Oh.
This is neither the
Just
time,
saying, that'd be kind of fun to see what
Wow.
everybody
place,
can do.
but
Wow.
anyway, I don't know. We'll see what the
Oh.
live
Love
chat
it.
says about that. Just
Mhm.
theoretically speaking, Melissa,
like
what
that.
would your quizable knowledge be?
Mm.
I don't know that I have good quizable knowledge about
It could
anything.
be songs of the 80s, it could be cats, it could be
Um,
Ohio.
Ohio trivia.
Yeah, I don't know. I mean, I don't know what my quizzical knowledge would be. Probably Deep Space Nine.
Nice.
Nice.
Mhm.
Might as well keep it Star Trek relevant. Yeah.
Yeah.
Now, Katie would obviously be the weather, but I feel like that's almost unfair. I feel like it's
Oh,
got to
yeah.
be something because that's too easy.
That's easy mode
I
for
guess-
Katie.
Yeah, oh, completely. I could coast through that. I mean, maybe crafting.
Mhm.
Crafting knowledge.
See, I could do that
And
too, but
that's-
not, because I dabble here and there with
Mhm.
things. And then
Mm.
I went to school for musical theater, so I know a lot about
Ooh.
musical theater
Yep.
and theater
go.
and acting.
Mhm.
But so much has changed, and I've not been in the Broadway realm. So anything
Yeah.
new, I'd be like,
Yeah.
So if this was a board game, Melissa would be like all play,
Yeah.
like where you could do geography, you could do
Yeah.
crafting, or you could do all play. But the all play has to be at an easier level because it can't be hard
Right.
and completely
Yeah.
open to everything.
Mhm.
That's totally unfair.
Star Trek and
Mhm.
Chill, the board game. I love it.
that would be awesome.
We could
What's-
market that.
What's Char's secret knowledge? Like, what does she sit up at night like researching for no reason? Is it
Oh
like
my God.
lotion
I want you to
scents
guess.
or like paper
Swear words.
mache or lemurs?
Keep the guesses coming.
Oh.
I think it's lemurs.
No.
No, I don't know shit about lemurs.
They're from Madagascar.
Mhm.
No. I know they make good vanilla.
Nice.
Wait, what? Madagascar?
Yeah, Madagascar
lemurs.
vanilla.
Oh,
Oh,
I thought you
that's
meant
very
lemurs.
gross.
Too.
Yeah.
I did too.
I thought it was
Like,
got
are you like
really-
wring them out?
No.
I thought that was beavers.
Beavers do
That's
have
for-
a vanilla scent from their
Mhm.
Anal
close to the
glands.
anal
Yeah,
gland.
yeah, like-
Yeah.
Yeah, you take that to make something or another. I thought it was castor
Oh, they
oil,
put it
but I
in
could
all
be wrong.
kinds of things.
Yeah, they do too. I don't know.
Natural flavor.
Our poor
Natural
Yes.
aroma. Mhm.
Yes. Yes.
Whoa.
Ooh, you can ask
Update.
me anything about soap making.
Nice.
Good.
Ooh.
Update. Dr. Muhammad Noor has entered the conversation and he
Hey.
says,
Hey.
come to Duke. We have a whole lemur center.
Oh, I so
hey.
want
Is
to.
that like their stomach?
What?
No,
It's
can we?
The lemur center, just the center.
Mhm.
That right.
Go and
That
learn.
We ship off the other bits.
Dr. Noor, can we pet the lemurs? This is the question.
Mhm.
I want
I
to
sure
Yes,
hope so.
the most important question.
They're so cute.
Mhm.
I love them.
Melissa, I'm seeing Baffin Island as 5 as well. It's really
Huh.
interesting.
That is interesting.
Hmm.
Anyway,
Yeah.
well, that's cool. A lemur center. What a
Mhm.
coincidence.
Mm,
Jenny,
awesome.
pretty cool.
yours can't be painting, Jenny.
Nope.
That's too easy.
Nope.
Okay, yours
Yeah.
is music related.
Hmm.
You're a tubist. Is that what they call a tuba player?
Maybe, but I am not that. I'm definitely not that. No,
Oh,
no.
Mm.
19th century French history,
really?
Ooh.
specifically
That's cool.
the Paris
That's
Commune
hard.
of 1871. Oops.
The what?
The Paris Commune. Brief
Okay.
but mighty. Yeah. One of their
Wow.
mini revolutions. Oh yeah.
Wow.
Art history, the Bravo verse.
Yeah.
Oh
Good
yeah.
channel, I guess.
Yeah. Yeah, I know pretty well everything about the Bravo verse.
So do you have a favorite painter?
I have a couple, but in that realm, in like the French school,
Any cell.
Gustave Courbet,
Okay.
Jericho.
Okay.
Yeah.
I was gonna point out to back of the head in the live chat, but now I'm gonna say it publicly
Yeah.
because you guys mentioned Bravo, and my first thought when I hear Bravo is, of course, the great
Johnny.
wrestler Dino Bravo,
Nice.
who lifted 712 pounds with the help of Jesse the Body Ventura. But then you guys also said Jericho. I'm like, okay, now we're just talking all wrestling talk all day now. Because Chris Jericho is also a wrestler. Y2J, everybody knows. Anyway. I could get stumped on wrestling. I'm not that good at it.
Yeah,
music,
but you're
sports.
Yeah. And Lord of the Rings.
Animals. Lord of the Rings.
Lord of the Rings.
You're pretty good at that.
There are people, I'm sure there are 5 people in the live chat that know more about, well, there will be some. Yeah.
But yeah, you're pretty up on the dubs though.
Warriors, I won't be stumped with those guys.
No.
So Muhammad says, will you guys talk about Star Trek already?
No.
He didn't say it, but he's
he
thinking
definitely
it.
didn't say that.
No, he didn't say that.
He would never.
He did say
Too
you
nice.
can go in the enclosure with the lemurs, but not pet them.
Ooh.
What if they decide to come up and
Okay.
pet you? Then like they're
Oh.
the ones who initiate.
God.
It's like
This is
with
true.
penguins at the zoo. If the penguin comes up and goes like that to you, then yeah.
It's got to be allowed, right?
Or the gray whales in the ocean. They like to be pet.
Manatees.
Oh,
Or Neil the seal. Do you guys follow Neil the seal?
No.
no.
Yeah, so Neil the seal. Neil's this like insane, massive seal in New
Australia?
Zealand.
Oh,
The one that like
Zealand.
gets on the boats?
Yeah. Who he climbs into town. He sits in the
Yes.
middle of
Aw.
the road. He attacks police officers.
I've
Yes.
seen that. I've
He's a-
seen that here.
He's the town drunk.
I've
And
seen
he's like it's incredible.
He's
Oh my
massive,
God.
and he's
Where
so
is he? I'm gonna
cute.
follow him right
Oh, yeah.
now.
Just like gosh, you find him and I think he's mostly on TikTok, but you can find
Yeah.
his
Yeah.
antics anywhere.
That's amazing.
Brilliant.
Okay, I went on Instagram. Neil the Seal, Tasmania came right up.
Oh, well, there
cute,
you go.
Tasmania. So everybody, Tasmania is an island south of Australia on the eastern side, and it's considered part of Australia, though, right?
Mhm.
I don't even know.
Yeah. You know
And
what
it's
I've been
shaped
doing
like
lately?
this.
Speaking of that part of the world, I've been like
Oh.
zooming in on Google Earth at all the little
Ooh, that's
tiny
fun.
atolls in the Pacific Ocean and looking at
Oh
all
my
the like little
gosh.
towns and things that are on them. So
Aw.
cool. It's so
That
fun.
is
There's
cool.
so many too.
Yeah, it's crazy. Yeah.
Hmm.
What about sounds? What's up with
What?
sounds? Like, there's things called
Oh,
sounds.
yeah.
Like Puget
yeah.
Sound.
Puget Sound.
Yeah. Like, what the heck? I only found out about that a few years ago.
Why is it called that? What is it? What is
Yeah,
it?
Find
it's
out.
like a thing,
Yeah.
a water.
It's not a bay,
Bend.
it's not a harbor, it's not a peninsula, it's not a what's that where the river
Isthmus.
comes out? Yeah.
Oh, Delta.
Oh, Delta.
Yeah.
Anyway, so everybody in the live chat, Lucia said her
killed 40
expertise
minutes
is on Brazil. I saw, who was
Oh,
it?
yay, that's awesome.
John Davis, he had an expertise somewhere, but I don't remember what it was. Oh, I think he said Aikido, maybe.
Ooh, cool.
I think that might have been what it was. Let us know what is the thing that you have a ton of knowledge about just because it happens to interest you. You know, like if somebody says like, "Oh, can I have a straw?" and you're like, "I know everything about straws. Test me."
Can I change my answer?
Yes.
Disabled cats. That's my thing. I freaking love the disabled cats of TikTok. There's one who can't poop, named Wisp. There was one who had 2 broken arms named Tater Tot, R.I.P. And
Aw.
today I did a fur cast with one who had cerebellar hyperplasia and he was wobbly and he
Oh,
was
the
afraid of the
wobbly
camera.
one.
So
Yes.
he
I had
like
one
stuck
of
his head in
those.
my arm. They're so cute.
Aw.
So yeah, disabled
Love
cats. That's
them.
mine.
Awesome.
Aww. That's great.
Oh,
I had one of those wobbly cats. I called him
did?
Tweak because he was always
Aw.
tweaking out.
Oh, God.
He was always upside down and he was all over the
At
place.
least you didn't call him twerk.
nice.
So
Was this before
look,
twerking?
maybe.
Oh,
You could have set the trend.
Star
Yay.
Trek, Star Trek
Ooh.
4. This is from trekmovie.com. Exclusive. Danae Gurira. I don't know who that is. Maybe you guys can inform us.
She's Michonne on Walking Dead.
Oh,
Yeah.
cool. We know her then. Talks about her cool role in the shelved Chris Hemsworth Star Trek 4 movie. These are all words that we don't like. Shelved. They're teasing us. They're like, oh, you guys, we're about to remember that. Oh, that didn't happen.
Yeah.
No.
And also
Paramount
Michonne was
is still working on a 4th Star Trek movie set in the Kelvin universe. But the current Star Trek 4 project is actually the second attempt at a direct sequel to 2016 Star Trek Beyond.
Wait,
Back in 2018, when we were all just little babes, Paramount was working on a different concept. And there was a report that actress Danae Gurira was up for a role. Trek Movie was able to confirm those reports and got the actress to open up a bit about her almost brush with Star Trek. Here's the quote. I was in talks. I don't know how far along they were, but that was looking to happen. I was quite excited about it, but then that entire film didn't happen. I can't believe this was 6 years ago.
Wait, what?
That's how long we've been talking about this darn thing.
I know.
What?
Mm-hmm.
Get it together, Paramount.
Oh, hang on. There's more to this story. There's a
More?
couple more quotes.
But wait, there's
You know.
more.
Gurira confirmed that the Star Trek 4 she was in talks for was the version of the film that featured Chris Hemsworth reprising his role as George Kirk, father of James T. She didn't offer specifics on her potential role, but talked about why she was drawn to the character. I was very excited to do it, she says. She was going to be very different from me in many ways. You know, it's Star Trek, man. It was cool. It was very exciting, and it was a very exciting idea and story, and I was excited about the character. Okay. So I wish she would tell us, but she doesn't.
Yeah. Forget the NDAs. Tell us.
Well, if it didn't happen, then well, I don't know.
Null and void? Yes.
I don't know.
I mean,
Yeah,
maybe
what's the
that
statute
means-
of limitation?
Yeah, maybe that means that they don't want it spoken about in case they still want to use
Right.
that idea.
It's that.
So that first sentence of this article that was like that they're working on, I thought it was like the opposite of what's happening, but maybe like what? Because it's, because they were like, well, that it's going to be a follow-up, but I thought the one that they were working on isn't a follow-up and it's like a prequel.
I think
It's very
what
confusing.
Who knows?
the author means is that they're still trying to make it happen. They're still, whether it's mulling it around or whether it's
Right.
working on
Mhm.
scripts or whatever it is, they're givers, and they want to give us something to talk about every week.
They're
I think
so
that's
For
nice
generous.
of them.
years.
Well, and that, yeah, I don't know. This movie has had so many different faces from its first, germination seeding of seeds.
Yeah.
I mean, from Quentin Tarantino to
Oh gosh,
where
Yes.
Yeah.
it's been
Ooh,
a
dodged
long
bullet with that
road.
one.
It really
Getting from there
to somewhere.
and we're not done
Yeah.
yet.
Yeah,
The road goes ever on and on. There you go, Ryan.
there we are. I like that one. Dr. Anne-Marie Seagull in the live chat, shout out to her. She says, at this point, every actor ever was supposed to be in this movie.
Yeah.
Articles for days.
I like it because, when that movie comes out, we're going to want it so much.
Mhm.
We're going
It's
to be
true.
so
Yeah.
Are we?
ready for it.
Will we?
I
No.
hope so.
Yeah, I mean, I'm not sure if at this
or when
point the
it actually-
expectations like, I don't know if they're really high right now, the expectations, or if they're really low. Like, if we get anything at all, it'll be a massive surprise. What do you think it is?
It feels like, yeah, if we get something, it's going to be the most exciting thing that ever happened.
Just like,
Maybe.
It's
Maybe.
actually happening. Yeah.
Unless it's more like the boy who cried wolf, and it's exciting every time we think it's gonna happen, and we think it's gonna happen, and we think it's gonna happen, and we're still 6 years think it's gonna happen, and then it finally happens. We're like, is it really happening, or are you just
Okay,
messing
yeah.
with
What if
us
it ends
again?
up being like that Guns N' Roses album, Chinese Democracy, that they had talked
I'm
about
listening.
for decades,
Yeah.
and then
That
like it
is
actually does come out, and people
perfect.
are like, "Oh, that was it."
Yeah.
It's
That's amazing.
okay.
Well said.
was-
Well done.
Or
That was okay.
That was a
watch
good
it end up
analogy.
being like the what was it? Acme Coyote, Wile E. Coyote movie, and they make the whole thing, and then they're like, you know what? Tax write-off, let's delete it. I
Would
think
that
that'd
not be the
ultimate
cruelest
nail.
fate?
That would
Right?
be the worst possible
would.
reality.
How do we sage everything to
it's
make
a
sure that
solve.
just get even the suggestion of that away?
Someone get a priest.
Oh my god, we can't.
That's a good idea. Virtual saging.
Hmm.
Virtual
We need.
some kind of way or website or something where you're like, will you sage my home? And then they're like,
Right?
done. Does it smell like sage in there? And you're like, I think I think it smells like
Oh my gosh! If we could
$49.95.
transmit
Good deal.
smells.
Yeah.
Oh, it'd be amazing.
Oh my gosh! If we could do smell over the internet, I would make so many more cells on my soap website.
No
Oh,
kidding,
yeah.
eh?
Oh my god!
Would never
Scratch
go on
and
social
sniff
media
on your
again.
screen.
Oh, that would be so much fun.
That'd be
Or
so good. Please,
that
can
could
somebody make
be-
that happen?
That could go very right or very wrong.
Oh, well, there is a industry that invades every good invention. So that, yeah.
And that industry is porn.
There's an industry that's like, oh, something new that everybody loves. Let me put my jaws in it and just clamp on the whole thing. Now it is mine. You see, Katie,
Oh.
when before you were born, there were these stickers called scratch and sniff stickers. And we loved
Oh, I
them
thought you were
because
gonna
they
give me a
really
lesson
kind
about
of
porn. I was a little worried there for a second, Ryan.
No, Katie, it's not that kind of show.
You can discover that for yourself, honey.
Well, yeah, and I was thinking more along the lines of those trick jelly bellies where they
Oh,
have
those are
the-
great. No, I mean
bamboozle.
like if you
Yeah.
get like a sticker in the shape of a peach and you scratch it and it smells like a peach. And then
Or does it?
Yes.
It was glorious.
mostly, kind of, we convinced ourselves it did.
They did. They did.
Okay.
Or is it like the peach emoji and like it's actually a butt?
Yeah.
This could go very wrong really fast. This is the risk we take.
This is what I'm talking about.
So, Melissa, you
Yeah.
think scratch and sniff stickers should smell totally different, like Jelly Belly things, where it's
No.
like vomit or
Dog
cat
food is the
poo,
worst.
yeah,
Well,
or
see,
bat
it-
barf.
Ugh.
But that's where I was going instead of the porn. I wasn't going to porn. I said it could go really good or really bad. And my thought was poop, not porn.
Well,
Easy mistake.
those things do intersect.
Oh my god.
Yeah.
Because I mean, it just infiltrates everything, does it not?
This is true. This is
Mhm.
true.
But
Yeah.
Anyway.
It's just gonna happen.
Katie,
Back
can
to
I
s-
ask you though, do you remember those scratch and sniff?
Vaguely.
What about the
Whatever
markers
happened
that
to 'em?
smelled good? Remember,
Oh
like
my
the little
god, the Mr.
marker.
Sketchy.
And then you get like a little red
Mr. Sketchy.
dot
Yes.
Mhm.
Yeah.
I actually found some when I was redoing my craft stuff,
Mhm.
and like they're probably older than anyone who's in high school right now. Like they are ancient markers, and I've reliquefied them. I was just sitting there like,
Nice. This looks so good.
It was just
Getting a
it was my
whiff, are ya?
childhood.
Yeah.
It was still good.
Mhm.
Does anybody remember those really potent markers that like it was before Sharpies got really big. It was like Marks a Lot, I think. And
Oh,
man,
yeah.
those things had
I have one of those.
fumes.
I have one of
Gosh.
those that still like work.
In the basement.
Do you?
Yeah, and it is
Whoa.
like it will knock your face off. It's crazy.
It's just pure chemicals.
It's insane.
At that point,
People used to have those all over.
Mhm. Yeah.
Oh, man.
Yeah, I remember
was
like
reading-
like making signs and stuff with those. Like,
Yeah, and
As a
rubber
child.
cement.
oh yeah.
Oh,
Yeah.
There was one time in 7th grade. Oh my God. Okay. The fumes from like rubber cement and
Mhm.
markers one day, we had to close the door for whatever reason in my very last class of the day. I am convinced we all got high off of fumes from glue and
Absolutely.
markers because we
Yes.
were all working on projects. And this was perfectly okay.
no.
Mhm. Mhm.
The
I don't
teacher
like
didn't want
credit.
to
I know
say
what
anything.
happened.
It's the end of the day.
That's right.
Well, okay. Here's the real kicker, though. Is like, I told my mom, like, I'm a little lightheaded. I think I'm a little bit high. We were sniffing a lot of rubber cement. She's like, you what? And I'm like, we weren't trying to. It was just there. It wasn't like, oh, you'll be fine. You'll be fine. It was totally like she just wrote it off so fast. We were so
Classic.
naive.
That was weird. I just read a text and I just focused back in to hear Shar say, "It'll knock your face off." I'm like, what did I miss?
It will.
What is-
It will, Ryan.
I pictured that.
Mhm.
It sounded terrible. It sounds. Scott Jensen the 13th is in the live chat. Everybody,
Oh man.
red alert. Good stuff.
Hey.
Awesome.
Shout out to
Hello.
him. Okay, here's another item, everybody, that we can talk about. Oh, check this out. It's our pal. This is also from trekmovie.com. It's from our pal, or about our pal, Tawny Newsome.
Ooh.
It's an interview, Tawny Newsome on Lower Decks Season 5 and Star Trek Love in Starfleet Academy Writers Room. Whoa,
Ooh.
Yay.
that's too juicy. There's some good stuff in there.
It's happening.
Mhm. There is some good stuff
Let's
in there.
all right, let's find out. Let's read a little bit. I don't want this thing to get too rowdy around here. The
We're past
question
that
is,
point.
Yeah, you invited me on the show.
and
You told us to
your
have drinks.
cheap ass margarita.
And I'm only about
Called it.
halfway through.
She called it trash.
Yeah.
Yeah, it's true.
Oh, if John Orchiola is still in the live chat, when somebody says, "Yeah," what do you think of? And I'm not talking about Timbaland, by the way. I'm not saying, "Yeah."
Nice.
Storage
Sexy
wars.
back.
Oh.
Oh,
That was
okay.
yep. Yep.
Yep.
oh,
Yeah.
that
Yep.
guy. I forgot about that show.
Yeah. Barry's still at it. Just to let you know, the
That's
old
hilarious. That's
guy
amazing.
still doing it.
Okay.
So the question is, when we last talked to you in November, you had just started recording again for Season 5. So are you still recording? Tawny replies, "What am I doing? I think I'm done with Season 5. Whoa, that's interesting.
Mm,
I
yeah.
had to mentally be like, did I do episode 10? I did. There's going to be ADR and stuff we have to redo once it's animated, but the bulk of the recording is in the can. Okay, call me
Nice.
naive, but I didn't know you had to do ADR for animated stuff,
Mm.
Yeah.
Mm,
because
apparently you
ADR
do.
is what you do when the lines aren't picked up as well on the mics because you're outside on a windy beach, and so you got to go in and like loop your voice perfectly, match it to. But if you're doing animated,
Maybe because of script changes or something.
Yeah.
yeah, I
Script
mean it makes
changes,
it makes
energy.
sense. Yeah, like because
Yeah.
they do the voice first, then they animate it, and
Yeah.
then maybe they go in and they go, it's better to. I
Yeah.
just never
Mhm.
thought
Yeah,
of
maybe
that
it
before. It
doesn't-
makes sense.
Yeah, maybe things just don't completely work. And so, hey, try that one again. And then
Yeah.
they see if they can
Or
get a
maybe
better
they just
take.
thought of something even funnier. They're like, it'd be really funny is
Yeah.
because once
Exactly.
they see the
Koala.
images and the extra things, they go, she should reference that crocodile hanging over there or something,
Mhm.
Yeah,
I
yeah.
never thought of that. Interesting.
Lizard babies.
Yeah. Yeah.
Always the more the merrier with those.
So the next
Indeed.
question is, I know this is more for Mike McMahon, but how are the chances of it still arriving this year? Whoa, this guy's asking good questions
Oh.
because the strike slowed it down a bit.
Mhm.
She says, I don't know anything officially, but judging by my math, I think we stuck to our production schedule kind of well because we were really ahead before the strike. And when we stopped, it was interesting because technically we were still allowed to record, but as a cast being part of a larger franchise of shows that were not permitted to work, it didn't feel right. And so Jack and I and all the actors, we were torn between not wanting to put pressure on our animators and delay their production timeline, but also really wanting to honor the spirit of the strike, even though we're technically allowed to work. So we did not work during the strike, and I think it is still going to work out. And I'm really sorry to our lovely artists who work on it if we did put pressure on them. I'm sorry.
She's lovely.
Wait.
Aw.
I loved that whole answer, except that she didn't answer the
Well, maybe
she didn't. Yeah, she said
she did.
we stuck to our production schedule pretty
But
well.
what's that?
Like,
Is that this year?
well, they're
We don't.
if you think about when it dropped, this like when season 4 dropped,
It,
assuming that production schedule is still more or less the same way it's been the last couple of years.
but we don't know if that's this year.
But yeah,
Okay.
but she did answer that in the very first sentence where she
Yeah.
says, I don't know anything officially.
Yeah.
Mm.
Judged
But
by my
Okay.
math.
Mhm.
right, and then she says, I think we stuck to our production schedule kind of well. So that's great. But then was the production schedule to be done by this year?
Right.
Assuming
Well,
it lines up with the
Yeah.
last couple of years.
right.
Yeah.
For
I
the
think what
status
she's
quo.
saying is the season will debut roughly around the same time as it has in the past. Like usually it's
That'd be
August.
great.
Yeah.
As far as
That'd be
she
amazing.
knows.
Yeah.
Yeah, as far as she knows.
Yeah.
So it continues. So for season 5, would you say it's more of the same good thing or something different? She says, yeah, it's both. It's more of the same in a good way, but more of the same in the thing that I think, now I'm getting confused. It's more of the same in a good way, but not more of the same in the thing that I think a lot of people were ready for Mariner to put behind her, which is some of that self-sabotaging energy that she has grown from and put behind her. She's had to embrace the promotion and figure out a way to be chaotic, but with a little more responsibility and growth.
I
Okay.
wake up every day hoping for that.
Mhm.
Chaotic with growth.
Yep.
That's me.
Curious to know how
Oh.
they'll do this.
Oh, this is also an
Yeah.
interesting nugget. It goes, the question is, let's switch shows. Are you still at work writing Starfleet Academy? She says, I am indeed. See, that's a solid answer.
Mhm.
I am very writing for Academy. My brain is smoking right now for Academy. We're in the throes of it. Yeah. Whew, that is a hardcore answer.
Go, Tawny, go.
Then the next question is, that was originally planned to shoot early this year. Is that still boy, this guy goes for the hard hitters. Is that still possible after the strikes? She says, I don't understand how that works. I know when my episode was due, I pay attention to my deadlines. I don't know anything about production timelines. That is all new to me. He asks, the last time we talked, you said Trek fans will love the show and that there are canon cops in the writer's room. Nice. I know Easter eggs and references is the lower decks thing, but is that kind of thing or more thematically how it fits well with Star Trek? She says, the thing is, it's not like an Easter egg reference show. That's a very lower decks type flavor. I don't think that's anyone's goal in the room. There might be some just because of a lot of us are fans of Trek, and so they might work their way in when it's appropriate to the story. But in general, our showrunners, Alex Kurtzman and Noga Landau, are very focused on telling stories that really advance this crew of characters that you're going to grow, that you're going to grow to love. They're young people. That's an age we haven't seen focused on in a Trek cast before. So yeah, I think it's really just about telling stories that feel real to that age group, but also to people who are starting their career in Starfleet. I can't help but sometimes want to read that in her voice and like
Oh my
speed
gosh,
it up
yeah.
and like slow it down.
Totally.
You know?
When I
Especially
was
when the
reading-
words kind of like,
Yeah. Well, when I was reading that article yesterday, and it definitely heard her voice,
Mhm.
and at her speed.
Yes.
At the way at the speed that she speaks.
Mhm,
Yeah, you
exactly.
can't help but do it.
Yeah.
I'll just do a couple quick ones. He says, but there are also major older adult characters, right? She says, I mean, it's an academy, so there are teachers, there are students. I'm being so careful, but you know, there are teachers, right? He says, is it still Star Trek? Or it is still Star Trek, so there are still spaceships too, I assume, at least simulated. She goes, I mean, sure, who knows? And he says, you're very good at this. And she goes, you know, I'm good at it. It is because I say something innocuous and then you all make it a headline. And then I'm like, well, that's not what I was talking about.
No, she gets sassy at the end.
Yeah.
Tawny's smart.
Yeah.
Nice.
Don't mess with her.
That's awesome.
Yeah.
But he asks her what headline she'd like to see, and her answer is pretty good.
She says, I love this. Okay. The headline that I want you to say about Academy is that we have a room full of writers who love Star Trek and are trying to tell a Star Trek story in a new way. And we're really excited to do that.
Mhm.
That's what they all want, though.
Yeah.
Maybe. But you don't always get a writer's room full of people who love Star
That is
Trek.
true. That is true. Definitely.
Yeah.
So
That is a
it's good.
feature of the modern rooms is these shows are made by fans, people who really
Mhm.
do love Star Trek as much as the rest of us do. And that is so cool seeing that
Yeah.
happening.
Mhm.
Yeah. It is.
Hmm. Yeah.
Hmm.
Yeah.
I will say that mission accomplished, she made me more excited for the show.
Mhm.
Yeah.
There we
I'm
go.
excited.
Every
Yeah.
time she talks about it, I'm like, okay, all right.
Yeah.
I'll follow
have
Tawny
you
into
got?
fire.
Exactly.
Well,
Mhm.
she's so passionate about it, which is
Mhm.
wonderful. It's wonderful to
Yeah.
hear and read and see, and
Mhm.
yeah.
Yeah.
It was great 'cause she just oozes excitement with things.
Yeah.
Like Star Trek Las Vegas, when I went the first time I got to meet her, and it was like right after I told my boss that I quit so I could go and take this job here in Lansing. And
Amazing.
she was like, oh, sweet. And I was talking about the stories. And I was like, yeah, and I just quit my job. And she's like, oh, hell yeah. And gave me a high five. I was like,
That's awesome.
no.
Nice.
Screw the man. She just has so much passion for everything. She's
Yeah.
awesome.
She is Beckett Mariner, and yet
Yes.
still like somehow a little far, like smarter, funnier, more elegant.
Mhm.
Like,
Mhm.
yeah, Tawny has goals.
Mhm.
Yeah.
Oh, yeah.
Yeah. But that's kind of how Mike McMahon said that he approached Mariner, that he had an idea in mind, but then Tawny walked into the room and she became Mariner.
That's awesome.
So,
Mhm.
Yeah, totally.
Yep.
I'm glad he went with that.
Yeah.
Mm.
Mhm.
So our buddy Robert Kaiser, before we turn the page, says very informatively, he says the audio for that interview is in today's All Access podcast, if
Oh,
it's easier
okay.
to understand there than in reading. Yeah, so that's an exclusive interview that they have, Trek Movie, in their own podcast, which is a great podcast. So check that out. All Access. You can get that at trekmovie.com. Good knowledge, Robert Kaiser.
Mm.
Good stuff.
Yeah, cool.
Mm. And how?
Okay, you guys. So how about this question? When is Star Trek Discovery Season 5 premiering?
Oh, April 4th.
Day before first contact.
Woo.
So close.
Why do you say that?
That's
Wait,
the
what?
internet told me.
Cause
Don't tell me the internet
April.
lied to me.
Why do we say April 4th?
Because the 4th be with you. I don't know.
Oh, wait.
no, that's May the 4th.
Wait, what?
April
Okay, April 4th is
be
the day
with you.
before first contact. It's in
Yeah.
Star Trek First Contact.
Yeah, yeah.
It's true.
It is. What's your
Hmm.
point, Ryan?
Yeah.
Well, I'm just saying,
step to
how
it.
do we know that Discovery is coming out at that time?
Because there was an
Because-
announcement.
Yeah, because
Was
the
there?
internet said.
Trek news sources said,
And
Did
they
they
could never be
not?
wrong.
but unless you're counting South by Southwest, and then it would be in March.
Mhm.
Truth.
Well, real quick, speaking of the Force, I believe it was our buddy Don Crandall who first posted this one. This is a fun one. He was, I'm so jealous. He found this vintage Star Wars toy,
Oh.
mint
Ooh.
condition,
Mhm.
and was able to get it for only $500. Those of you might scoff at that
Yeah.
number, but here it is, the Force. What
Wow,
a
really?
deal.
Oh, very special.
God.
Wow.
The Force.
Wow.
Rich people, get your hands on this.
Mhm. It's come with like
Right.
metachlorine accessories.
Look
Full of
at this.
midichlorians.
I've got a
Look at
cloaking
it.
device I can sell you.
Yeah.
So everybody just listening in, it looks like an action figure box, with the little action figure window, but nothing in there because it's just the Force.
Mhm.
But it binds us
Yeah.
all, so it's okay.
Mhm.
It's with you.
I've been wondering, what are midichlorians?
Yeah.
That's my favorite line.
Really?
No.
Oh,
The worst line in every It's the worst line in any movie ever.
what about when Darth Sidious, or well, what's his name? The Emperor Palpatine, that's his name. He starts talking about Darth Plagueis the White. Did I ever tell you the story or the tale of Darth Plagueis? That's good stuff. Anyway, so look, I think you guys are saying that Trek Core reported that April 4th would be when Discovery Season 5 premieres.
Mhm.
Here's the
That's
thing.
word.
There's kind of been a correction.
Oh.
Doesn't mean it's not
Why?
true. Doesn't mean it's not true. But you'll notice that no other outlets reported on this.
Hmm.
I saw Trek Central do it. Does that mean anything?
I think they're Trek
Maybe it was
Central
Trek
and
Central
Trek
that was
Core?
the one.
I mean, these are the
think it was
usual
Trek
outlets.
Core.
Trek Central, Trek Movie, Trek Core. Which one am I forgetting, guys? Trek News.
Trek Tricorder. Well, anyway, most didn't. I thought that Trek Core, Trek Central, it's all very confusing.
Or was it Trek Central?
It might be the same one, but here it is.
Oh, yeah.
TrekCore.com says, just a note, while some reports indicate an April 4 return date for Star Trek Discovery Season 5
Oh.
based on UK Paramount Plus app, the streamer tells us they have not yet confirmed a specific premiere date yet. We'll let you know
Okay.
if and when it becomes official.
Interesting.
So basically
Okay.
what they're saying is it's not official, is what they're saying. It's
Okay.
Gotcha.
they saw it on the app, in the UK version of the app,
Right.
and they said, whoa, check it out, everybody. But does that, who knows? But anyway, we just got to pump the brakes on that a tiny bit.
Okay. So maybe it leaked out a little bit and then people just ran with it, and maybe that's not a completely congruent thing.
Leak? I'm not
I
detecting
don't-
any leak. Oh,
Don't you people in the
leak.
24th century ever pee?
A leak. I get it. That's funny.
He didn't answer the question.
Mhm.
Yeah. So that's the story from TrekCore.com. Kind of interesting there. If
Hmm.
anybody in the live chat has any more information on that. But yeah, South by Southwest, Melissa, you were saying that's going to be when they're going to premiere it at that convention?
Well, the convention is what? March 8th through the 16th or something.
Right.
So sometime during that convention. It's
Mhm.
the same time. Part of it is the same time as Star Trek San Francisco.
Mhm.
But
Oh,
they
well.
haven't given a date during
You'll find me at Star Trek San Francisco at that time.
Yes.
That's for sure. Well, it's actually called
Ooh.
Trek Tour, Trek to San Francisco, Creation Entertainment's cool Trek convention, and it's got dozens of Star Trek guests. It's going to be a lot of fun. Myself and Bonnie Gordon, that everybody knows and loves, will be the hosts of the show, besides obviously Creation Entertainment, who makes the best conventions ever. They need a Lord of the Rings convention.
Yes.
I want a Galaxy Quest convention so we can be very meta.
Yeah, so on Twitter it says Trek Core, but on Facebook it's Trek Central that announced the Discovery premiere date.
So confusing.
And they haven't issued an addendum. Or maybe, oh yes, they have. Wait, no, that was...
Focus.
So it's all kind of a mess, is what you're saying. Stay tuned.
Yes.
I think what it is, yeah, we got a couple months, and so we'll just chill. I mean, it's gonna happen. They already said April. So maybe 4th, probably. I mean, look, we know it's gonna be on a Thursday, most likely. They love Thursdays.
Yes.
April 4th does fall on a Thursday, but maybe Star Trek's like, you know what? We want to push it to the 11th because that's better for something. And so maybe they're just kind of holding on to that.
Maybe, but it would kind of make sense for them to do it early because of that premiere at South by Southwest. Because how much can you keep under your hat
for a
under
month?
Wraps for an entire month?
Mm-hmm. Also, don't you want to hype people up and get everybody excited so that when everybody can watch it, we're all ready?
Yeah. And it's something to talk about on frigging First Contact Day.
That too, right?
I'm still sore about that.
What if they're going to have like the first episode on the 4th and the second episode on the 5th?
Ooh, that could be.
Well,
because they've done similar things before.
That would be very smart of them.
It would be.
That would be good marketing, which is why they won't do it.
Yeah, exactly.
Do you guys think that they're going to split season 5 into 2 parts? You know, like the first 5 episodes and then a break and then the next 5 episodes.
I could see them trying to do that.
No.
Worse
they'll be like
for them.
episodes 6 through 10 coming spring 2025.
Because after a while people lose interest. If you get strung along too much. I mean, because we've been waiting for Discovery for how long? And
a long time.
A while.
It just feels like a while, and then to string it along that much more, and then I'm like, okay, come on. I got things to do. That's just
cruel.
Yeah.
When was the last episode? Has it been 2 years?
Yeah.
It's been a long time.
It will be, I think, by the time.
Wow, yeah.
So in the live chat, we have a poll with a typo because that's what I do. The question is, will Paramount split Discovery season 5 into 2 parts? The options are, I think yes, or I doubt it.
Where's the typo?
D5 instead of S5.
Oh.
D5 is more of a D&D kind of thing.
Disco 5.
Yeah.
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 That works for me.
Very disco.
Yeah.
There's no 5-sided die.
Yeah. Sure. There's an everything sided die starting at 4.
Robert Kaiser says, what if
3?
What if P Plus drops episode 1 on April 4th and then Netflix drops all of Prodigy on First Contact Day?
Oh my God. All of it at once? Like, I love that idea. And I also, as somebody who will be reviewing every episode of season 2, like, just, no, don't do that.
Yeah, I know.
Like, I want to watch it, but wow, one thing at a time here.
See, 5-sided die.
That's
you can
so
do anything.
cool.
Well, I'll be.
What?
Weird.
They're pretty.
Oh, there really is everything.
Hilarious. They're
Love it.
hilarious
Never
little
had one.
nuggets. They're little
Yeah.
nuggets. Me neither, clearly.
They are nuggets.
There's math
Truman
involved in
Dice
that
Sewers
one.
has a
Nuggets.
point. A coin is a two-sided die, so
That is true. That's a good point.
Ah.
That's a good point. It is.
Mhm.
Hmm.
Why did they call it heads and tails actually? Because I've never seen a tail. Do they start with kittens?
Most Canadian money has tails on the back
ooh.
because
Oh.
we've got the queen on one side, and then we've got a beaver, a loon, a moose.
Oh.
Sorry, a caribou. Sorry, caribou on the quarter. A polar bear on the toonie. Loon on the loonie.
What's a toonie?
A $2 coin. We call it a toonie
Oh, wow.
because we put out the $1 coin, which had a loon on it, way back, and that became the
Looney
loony.
Tune. Oh
And then-
boy.
so it's the loony,
Oh.
and then when they put out the $2 coin, they called it the toonie because
Well,
Canada.
Canadians are
Dirty.
so
We
freaking
have-
cute. They have beavers and moose
Oh my
and
God.
caribou. This is too much.
And on our dime, we have the blue nose, which is a very fast sailboat.
Ooh.
Huh.
Hmm.
Yeah, I know it's really
That's
random.
less-
All animals
that's
except for
less
the blue
cute.
nose.
Yeah,
I
that's
know.
less.
Yeah.
Yeah, it's
I can
yeah.
see why it's tails because we have isn't it an eagle on the back spread out? So it's like the eagle's tail, and then you have the president's head. So heads or tails.
Oh, that could be
that's probably
Before
the
they start
closest
doing like
we
state
come.
parks and stuff.
We need to research
Yeah.
this now.
I know
Heads or
I'm reading
tails?
it, and it's
Oh, good.
not. It's not very obvious. I mean, it says obvious, but it's not very. Yeah, I don't know. For obvious reasons, the obverse side with the portrait is called the heads, like Katie just said.
Mm-hmm.
The other
Good.
side is called tails, simply because a tail is the opposite end of an animal from its
Yeah.
head. It's
Not all
it's
of
not
them.
very
Well,
exciting.
that's all there is.
Yeah, it's not very exciting.
Mhm.
Boring.
Yeah.
So it says it dates
Yeah.
back to ancient Rome.
Yes,
I like
it does
that.
say that.
Yeah, yeah.
I like that. So if we were, let's say, for you Americans in the live chat, if we were going to start putting animals on the backs of our coins, no
we
human
should.
animals. What would we have? They already got the beaver, they got the moose, they got the caribou. What else was there?
Beaver, caribou, polar bear,
Polar
and a
bear,
loon.
wow.
I
Yeah.
love the polar bear. Oh
Yeah.
my
You know, we
God.
Well-
we
I wish
could
I had
claim
one
the
here.
Canadian goose.
Mhm.
Like, fine,
You
you took
know
all the good
what?
animals. We'll steal the
Yes.
Canadian goose.
Stay away from our evil birds.
Screw
all
you,
right?
Canada.
Over chickens.
Oh, we could have a grizzly bear for sure. We kind of
Yep.
try to claim grizzly bears,
Yeah,
you know,
that's
like
fair.
we like try to claim eagles too, but grizzly
Yeah, I know.
bears
Yeah.
are
Try.
pretty
You guys
solid.
Yeah.
try to claim all the whatever.
Eagles like us better, obviously.
Wolves.
Yeah,
like a
especially for the
bass.
Western
Sweet.
states.
Yeah,
It's a big issue
Yeah.
there.
I know it
Cougars.
is. Cougars.
Those are we got a lot of
Mosquitoes.
those.
Mm-hmm, mm-hmm.
Mosquitoes.
We
Mountain
can have a
lions?
bison. You want a bison?
Yeah.
Yeah.
Aw. Well, we do.
I'll
There's
offer
a
up a bison.
the
Yeah.
buffalo
Yeah.
nickel. Doesn't that
Oh,
have
right.
a buffalo?
Yeah.
Oh, that's not a bison.
Oh, yeah,
That's
yeah,
close.
yeah.
Matt
Mhm.
Boardman just said, I'd like a buffalo.
Yeah.
Ooh.
Okay.
Mhm.
Yeah.
Maybe a gator to represent the southern states.
Yeah.
Huma
Or
huma nuku nuku
manatee.
apua'a.
A manatee? Do we have those around?
Yeah,
Florida.
in
Do we?
Florida.
Right.
Okay,
We
just
don't have any
Florida.
manatees up here.
What do we have that
wish.
Canada doesn't?
EGT Entertainment says lobster.
Hmm.
Okay.
Oh,
Sure.
Scott
East
Oh,
Jensen
Coast.
come
says
on.
a cobra on the back of all money. No, rattlesnakes too.
Yeah,
That's
rattlesnakes. You can have a
That's
rattlesnake.
very
yeah,
American.
yeah, docking.
That
Just
way
put
you're
like
like
a golden
worried
retriever and a cat.
Mhm.
about it.
That's gonna be
amazing.
it.
Our Americans kind of are golden retrievers, aren't we? We're
Mhm.
kinda
We're really dumb and
we're just like happy to be here. Yeah.
yeah.
Yeah, hey.
I'm happy to be part of it. I don't understand what's going on, but I'm here.
Mhm, mhm.
That's pretty much it.
Canadians
It's
would be
that.
like Cocker Spaniels. What do you think?
Oh, so, yeah, Cocker Spaniel or Springer Spaniel, one of those.
Hmm.
You're nice. You're good at hunting. Like, it's just it makes sense.
Let's see.
Fran Iverson says a Mustang. I like that. That's a good one.
Yeah.
Ooh. Yeah.
That's a good one. Yeah.
Mhm. What about deserts? We don't have any deserts up here. What animals live in the desert?
Lizards,
Yeah. Lizards.
like desert chameleons or desert
Roadrunners.
foxes,
Roadrunners.
Roadrunners. Yes.
They're
Roadrunners.
so
That's a
cute.
cool.
And
good one.
Coyotes.
Oh my
Yes.
god.
Yes.
Oh, this
Yes.
is the greatest conversation ever.
Oh my gosh.
Yeah, I'm sure there's like a write-in category we could do. You could add in a
Mhm.
Moopsie just because.
Definitely.
That's Star Trek money.
And you
Yeah.
should, yeah.
That'd be fun.
Oopsie.
The backside of all
So-
the gold press latinum has moopsies on the back.
Galinda
Yes.
says
Tail side.
armadillo. Very good.
Yeah, there you go.
Nice.
That's a thought. That's a thought.
Oh,
Oh,
yeah.
possum?
tarantulas.
Yeah, you guys have a lot more
Possums!
possums than we do, I think.
Tarantulas.
Hmm
Well, the,
How about
It's like-
mosquitoes?
yes.
Yeah.
Well, Katie
Mosquitoes.
already said
I
that.
don't like those.
Yes.
Do
The
you
fact
know
that
that
both of us came up
possum?
with it.
Do you know that possum is a different animal than opossums?
Yes.
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 We use that way too often. We go, oh, you got some possums, but we don't have those. They're like marsupials out in like Australia or something,
Yeah.
right?
Opossum.
Yeah, yeah.
No, possums are like a little more vicious. Opossums are, I believe they are the least intelligent North American mammal, if I remember
they're
correctly.
super
They're really
nice.
dumb.
But they're
incredible.
Eat
so
bugs.
helpful
Yes.
with
Yes.
the environment.
And they eat
And their
ticks.
body temperature is so cold that they can't like get rabies.
So
They eat
cool.
their body weight in
Hey.
ticks.
Yeah.
They also they're
Exactly.
scavengers, so they'll eat anything that's like roadkill and it'll keep your
Yeah.
roadways
Yeah.
looking nice.
Yeah.
They're just derpy.
We
It's
gotta
like
keep
God
them
sneezed
around.
when he was making them.
Yeah.
And they're
They're
cute.
cute.
And the pugs.
And they're so cute. They're little when they like smiley
Trash
mean
panda.
face. Yeah.
I have some that visit my backyard every night.
Oh my gosh.
And then I go and say hi to them, but they're not very social. They're
No.
rude. They run away.
It's a
I
baby one
tried-
that climbs up your screen.
Yeah, my gosh. If I see one of those, I'm taking it. Just mine now.
They have sharp teeth. Careful.
Dolphin Radar can get used to it.
Mm.
Oh, a quick virtual Trecon 5 preview, everybody. It's going to be 5 days of a virtual Star Trek convention, like 10, 12, 14 hours of programming, live shows, panels, games. Melissa is even maybe going to go live from her YouTube channel. So that'll be a first. You've got to be there. It's going to be super
Jenny's
exciting.
gonna be there too. On that- on that
Coming
one.
too.
Tell them who your guest is.
Robin Curtis.
Yay!
She's amazing. And yes, I'm excited to talk to her because her energy, every time I've ever met her, is just sunshine. Yeah, she's amazing. So I'm really looking forward to that. Yeah.
Oh, that's so exciting. Can't wait.
Yay.
Yeah.
We also have, of course, the 2024 Star Trek Awards, the Lappy Awards, that I'm always looking forward to so much every year. You guys, we've been voting on these. We've been polling on these for months. The culmination of all of that is finally nigh. It is Sunday, the 18th at 5 p.m. Pacific, 8 p.m. Eastern Time, live on the virtual Trecon channel. It's going to be intense. We're going to have so many guests. It's going to be a Wild West theme. Oh, it's going to be.
Ooh.
So bring your Twizzlers and your opossums. Life is good.
Let's go.
In your cowboy hat.
Circle the wagons.
Yeah.
Shar, you've got a couple things going on for VTC 5 too, right? What are those?
Sure do. Yeah, I'm gonna do a episode discussion with folks from our Mission Log Discord B5 group. We'll talk about our B5 journey because we're gonna have a first-time rewatcher and a vet as well as an old vet. That would be me.
Cool.
And then we'll discuss the episode Walkabout. We are midway through season 3. So we will do that. And then anybody who wants to watch that panel, if you like what we do, you are welcome to come join us, because later that day we're going to have the full discussion with everybody in our actual group. So that'll be a
cool.
lot of fun. And then
Nice.
that's happening Friday at 1 p.m. Pacific time. Then Saturday at 11 a.m., I'm going to have the fantastic Bonnie Gordon for Mission Log Prodigies return.
Nice.
Oh, fun.
Yes. So that'll be
Nice.
great talking with her.
So,
and I'm going to do the post show too.
yes, very importantly, that is right after the 2024 Lappy Awards. We're going to have like after post game analysis, like Sports
what we
Center,
do.
but for nerds. And so they're going to
Spock Center.
dissect things, and they're going to be like,
Spock Center.
that's interesting.
That's
Nice.
great.
Can we get that made into a logo before the show? We
Spock
need that.
Center.
I want
Oh my
Spock
God.
Center, and it's a kitty.
Oh,
Yes.
But they're all right answers. So everybody check all that out. virtualtrecon.com. We'll have the schedule up and out in just a couple days. So stay tuned for that. It's going to be super exciting. You could go to virtualtrecon.com, sign up for the newsletter, so you will be emailed the schedule. And by schedule, I mean it will include all of the links. So you don't even have to do anything. You just click on the link and it takes you to the video. It tells you what it is, what it's about, what time it is, and how to just click on that link and it takes you right there. It could not be any easier. Also, if you want to see some of our fun celebrity participants, you could go follow us on Instagram, virtualtrecon.com. Sorry, why am I saying .com anymore? Instagram.com, virtualtrecon. Look at all of these beautiful faces. Look at
Aww. Look at
Is it Life, Grant, Terry Farrell, Robert Duncan McNeil, Aaron J. Waltke, so many people, Max Grodenchik, Chase Masterson, Sandy Gimple. Do you guys know who that is? She
Yes.
is
Yes.
the most infused with our theme this year. Our theme is 60 years of Star Trek, starting with The Cage. She was an actress in The Cage originally.
Amazing.
That's an OG right there.
Oh, that's amazing.
Yeah.
She's going to be part of a really good panel about The Cage on Thursday with Dr. Trek Larry Nemechek, with cinephile Sabrina Wood of the Sci-Fi Sisters, and John Champion of Mission Log and Roddenberry Entertainment. Wow,
Excellent.
that's
a great lineup.
That's going to be amazing.
That's pretty
I
great.
know, I'm super excited for that one. That's going to be on Thursday. Thursday evening will be that one. That's the first night. This is February 15th through 19th. That's Thursday through Monday, and that'll be on the first night. But there's going to be so much good stuff. Randy James, Lisa Klink, Lisa Wilcox. That's a dark horse. Who is that? You'll have
Her
to
name
see.
is vaguely familiar.
Garrett Wong, Rico something or other.
Rico.
Raven Dowda. Oh my God, Raven Dowda's a superstar, you guys.
Yeah.
Seriously.
Love her.
A lot of great people. You obviously know John Billingsley, Dr. Abigail Freeman.
No, who's that guy?
Oh, this rascal right here, Dr. Muhammad Noor.
Yeah.
Dayton Ward's an author. David Gerald's also OG from the original series. John Eves,
Cool.
visual effects. Look at all these.
Lolita.
It just keeps going.
Kitty!
Oh. And Bonnie.
Of course, Sirach, our favorite.
Yes.
Got Q,
Yes.
Tasha Yar,
Woohoo.
Quark, Kira,
Yeah.
Riker.
No.
It goes on forever.
Lots of faces.
And we still have more coming. I know
Awesome.
this is
That's
way
so
last minute,
awesome.
but
Every
It's
year,
too much
bigger and
fun.
better.
Mhm.
scary. I don't
I
know
can't
if
believe
it's
it's the 5th year already.
That's crazy.
Yeah.
Oh,
Well,
what?
it's the
Kind
fifth
of.
one because we
Right.
we started in 2020, right?
Mhm.
So we had
Right,
2 in
pandemic.
2020,
Right.
but then none in 2021, and then we went yearly after that. So it's basically like 5
Right.
years
Evens
worth.
out.
But
Yeah.
Yeah, technically.
yeah, it's basically
Yeah.
annual now at this point.
I can't
Now it
believe you did
definitely
2
is.
in 1 year.
Yeah. One was a Christmas special, kind of.
Mm.
Well, that was
fun.
another one. That wasn't even
Right. Oh,
Yeah, the first one was in July of 2020, and the second one was in
Right.
October of
Yeah.
2020. And then what you're thinking of, Melissa, is 12 days of content. That was just a
Right.
little bonus
Amazing.
thing.
Oh, yes.
So it's like 5.5.
Mhm.
Who's counting? Anyway, let's move it along and talk about this week very quickly. Yesterday on the Seventh Rule YouTube channel, we released a Throwback Thursday. Melissa re-edited this thing. What was that one?
It was from Hard Time. It was the review with Robert Hewitt Wolf. And not only is Hard Time a great episode with hard-hitting questions, but it's such a great interview too with Robert Hewitt Wolf, because he's always got some great insights about the behind the scenes in the writer's room.
Oh,
So
cool.
it's really, worth a rewatch.
Awesome.
Cool.
Another question for Back of the Head in the live chat. More wrestling talk. Which wrestler had a song called Hard Time? That's a tough one. So anyway, on Sunday, 9 a.m. Pacific, 12 p.m. Eastern time, on the Seventh Rule YouTube channel, we have our first segment review of The Next Generation Season 3, Episode 8, The Price. The Price,
Ooh.
with writer Hannah Louise Shear,
Nice.
who is responsible for killing Tasha Yar.
I know.
Dun, dun, dun.
Just thought that tune.
So we pick bones with her, that's for sure.
Yeah. John Orchiola, Back of the Head said the big boss man.
Nailed it. You got it. Which sounds very different when I read it with adult eyes. Big boss man. So Monday, 6 p.m. Pacific, 9 p.m. Eastern time on the Seventh Rule YouTube channel, we have our full review of The Next Generation Who Watches The Watchers. That one was sponsored by Chuck A, by the way. Good stuff. Thanks very much, Chuck A.
Well done,
Then
Chuck.
on
Great episode.
Tuesday, everybody come right back to this channel, Virtual Trecon channel, at 5 p.m. Pacific, 8 p.m. Eastern time. We'll go live, talk about the Star Trek news of the week, but especially give you a full preview of Virtual Trecon 5. It's Bring Your Mylanta. And I'm not sure what that means.
Oh, Mylanta.
I don't know. It just
so
felt
much
like something I should
content.
say.
Have your
That's
drugs
great.
at the ready.
Yeah.
Oh my God.
Bring your Mylanta and
Bring your
Metamucil.
antacid.
Yes.
Yeah. That's not my aunt's name. And then
That'd be a cool aunt.
yeah, that's true.
Oh
And then
my
Wednesday at 6 p.m.
gosh.
Pacific, 9 p.m. Eastern time on the Falling Tower YouTube channel. It is Sci-Fi Month. So up next on Sci-Fi Month, or actually the one we already have on the Falling Tower YouTube channel, is Beacon 23, Amazon Prime's Beacon 23 with director Scott Baker. And then the next episode will be saved for Thursday, the first day of Virtual TrekCon 5, which is just 6 days from now. Scary.
Wow.
Anyway,
That's bonkers.
Shar, can you tell everybody where they can find you online in the meantime?
Certainly. Yeah. Find me at Oh the Profanity, wherever social networks are had. As long as I have an account there, that's the handle. And buy some soap from me at boldbubbles.com.
Boldbubbles.com. I did it. I hope everybody else
You
does.
sure did.
Too.
Yeah.
I'm like, the one you sent me, I'm using it specially. Like, it's like the soap you bring out when company comes over and
Nice.
they're too afraid to use it because it's just so pretty.
No. I've got tons of it. Just use it. It's meant to be used.
She's like, use it. Buy another one.
And buy more.
Don't
Yeah.
save it forever. It's not an heirloom.
Be 90 years old. Hey, kids, do you want to see the soap my friend Char made?
Probably is going to have mold on it at that point or something. You know, it won't be pretty.
It
I
was
don't know if that'll
red,
actually
but now
happen
it's
for the record. I
blue.
just,
Yeah.
But like fresher is probably better.
Oh, yeah.
Speaking of fresher is better, Katie, where can people find you and your fun online?
Yes, well, you can find me at weather_Katie on the social medias. I'm also so many random fandoms here on YouTube, and I am on Oculus Quest. So if
Ooh.
anyone wants to watch shows on VR, turns out if you
Oh,
download like for me it was Amazon Prime Video,
Mhm.
it puts you in a movie theater. And then you can like adjust the size of the screen. It was like the freakiest thing you can like watch with friends. And it's just,
That's cool.
yeah. If you want to hear me rambling while watching Has Been Hotel, then you can find me over there as weather_Katie.
Wow.
Awesome.
Wow.
you
Yeah,
can find
it's-
me there too.
I
Has
was
been
so
hotel.
jazzed.
Wow.
Yeah?
Oh my gosh.
I know. Melissa, what about yourself?
First of all, I just had a scary thought. We're heading kind of towards Black Mirror type things.
Yep.
Anyway,
Oh, yeah.
um
Oh,
wow.
yeah.
Anyway, on social media at Melissa Longo, Malissa, and the introvertedrepublic.com at Walking Art Made by Melissa. There's a lot of changes going on there and new lines being launched. And Walking Art Made by Melissa on Patreon. There is still a story going on, but changes there too. So there's a lot
All the
going on.
changes.
Tease.
Yeah.
Okay, one quick
Changes.
pause. When I say The Rock and wrestling, you might think of Rocky Maivia, but actually, somebody in the live chat, Peter C, says Don Morocco is in my wrestling group. He used to go by Don The Rock Morocco before The Rock
Oh.
went by The Rock. There's been a
Wow.
lot of
Wow.
rocks in
Mhm.
wrestling.
But what
How
about
about
the
that?
boulder?
And what about the
Not yet.
rolls?
Nice.
No, there's been the Rockers.
Yes.
That was anyway. Jenny R knows the Rockers well.
I do.
Where can people find
And
you?
Barbie.
and
I
your
also saw
fun?
Rocky Maivia's first appearance.
Ooh.
Wow.
Yeah.
Hey.
Wow.
Where am I? Where am I? That's a good question. I'm everywhere. You can find me on most social media platforms under Jenny R. Johnson Art, also on Twitter under Jenny R. Johnson. And my website, jennyrjohnson.com, where you can sign up for my newsletter because I've got 2 new prints dropping this week. They're not Star Trek related, but they're awesome. And you can also go to my shop and buy other prints, which are Star Trek related. Yes.
All right. And everybody, you can find me online on twitter.com at RyanTGHusk. Once again, that's at RyanTGHusk, or just Falling Tower, the 7th Rule, or Virtual Trecon on your favorite social media, but especially right here on YouTube.
Wow.
Hooray.
So
Yep.
thanks for hanging out with us, everybody. Bob, Scott, Dave, John, Rose out in Derby in the UK. Good to see you. One Trek fan, Zanzas, Galenda, Peter, Chris, Greg out in Hawaii, on B out in Pennsylvania. And everybody else, thanks for hanging out with us. It's been really cool. Well, I wanted to say like Michigan, but I was like, somebody already said Michigan. We can't steal that
Portia.
one.
We're all in
Yeah,
Michigan,
Portia.
man.
Oh, yeah.
We're building an army.
Oh
Yeah,
my.
she's Katie's neighbor now.
Mhm.
I have made it so.
Michigan sounds scary.
Mm.
Only the east side.
Scott Jensen says Ryan T. Husk is in my MySpace top 8.
Nice.
Hey.
That's really special.
We'll see you next time, everybody. And hey, have a chill weekend. You've earned it. Oh, make sure to like this video, subscribe to the channel. If you're listening in, give us a 5-star rating and a nice review. Now have a chill weekend, because now you've definitely earned it.
But only after you do that.
Yeah, it's like a deposit.